been a while, boss.
Yeah. Has it been a while?
It's next year already, 2023.
Yeah, but when's the last time you put a video up?
Well, a while ago.
Because we've been doing work off and on.
Yeah, I have some of that recorded. We'll get caught up. We're about to get caught up in the beginning of the year because we're going to start working a lot more. We'll put a little more than one video a week up.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do 3 a week this year. I don't know. I haven't thought yet. I don't know if I'm going to do every single day like we did last time. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We have a lot going on
And I want to put more stuff on the family farm channel too, so.
Yeah, and Kayla's working, or she's getting ready to work, so we're not going to get to see her unless we go that way, probably. So hopefully a couple more trips we can put into our future.
Well, we definitely have a big trip coming. So.
Yeah, we do have a big trip coming. We're going to Texas.
Maybe we'll let you guys know we'll let you know the day we're going to be there because we're going to secure everything this time. Oh, it's getting breezy out.
Ooh,
but we are going to Texas in June. So if anybody's around I don't know what area. Is it Houston or Dallas?
I think it's the Houston area, but I'll let you guys know for sure because we're going to be at a campground around there. You guys know how we like the KOAs because we bring the whole family.
And the only reason we're taking a trip to Texas is because our daughter's going to a book convention.
Yeah.
She's a book nerd. So.
Yeah, she is, but I love it. And she's dragging the other daughter with her. So both the girls are going to be at a book event, and Jared has a friend that he wants to meet down there. So we'll probably figure out.
Yeah.
But we'll let you guys know.
We'll let you know when that happens.
It's in June sometime.
Now, today we are coming. I have to lime our biggest property. We are starting lime this week, going into next week in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll be putting pre-emergent fertilizer down the first week of February, probably, unless it gets really warm for some reason, but I don't think it is. Beginning would be probably like we usually do, maybe a little earlier this year.
Yeah.
And we're pruning up all the Liriope and then anything else that needs to be shaped, like the burning bushes, and just doing a general cleanup on this one.
Yeah. And I just actually wanted to mention real quick too, you guys may have saw that we have been promoting the free event for Jobber. So the link is down below somewhere, and it's for all types of home service providers. I mean, if you're an entrepreneur, you can definitely learn tons of good stuff. There's like 25 different expert speakers.
And I don't know if you guys know, we've been using, well, a lot of you guys know, we've been using Jobber for 3 or 4 seasons now.
Yeah.
We used to be the stubborn ones that would say, oh, we're going to do it all by hand and write it all down. Mm-hmm. And it's a huge help. It
is a huge help. So I'm kind of excited for this free event because, again, it's like all day, so you can kind of learn as you want. So I just thought that I would mention, if you guys wanted to sign up, there is a link below to sign up for that event. It's March 1st, 2023, I think. So
let's get out to work now.
We're going to go work. All right.
So we're here to do this one. We're not touching the hydrangeas. We're cleaning up all of the Liriope here, the dead off the house there, cutting back the burning bushes, some of the ligustrum, not those burning bushes, none of the hollies or boxwoods unless they're sticking up a little, but they don't look like it because you don't want them to burn. And then anything else, and we're putting down lime on this yard.
Yeah.
So let's get to work. We're gonna start right here.
I'm gonna pull off the couple that are just like laying real low. Let's make sure that we take off these straps when we mulch.
Oh, on the trees? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out of breath. I've already put 5 bags of lime on this property. I have one more to go over there. No, yeah, 6 bags altogether. We're done pruning all the monkey grass you see, or the Liriope. So what we have left on this property when we come back, because it's getting windy and cold out, is we have a couple butterfly bushes and trim a couple other things. Probably about an hour and a half left of work. We'll probably do that tomorrow or Saturday. Not sure yet. Tomorrow we gotta go finish the pear trees because we picked up a check today for the rest of them. So I want to get them done tomorrow. There's only 2 more left to prune back some, and she asked us to do something else. And I got to measure out for a deck to fix part of the deck. Another client wanted a deck built, but I don't know all the codes for that. And it was one of the wall projects we're working on designing for them. I sent them over to a friend that gave me another guy's number for a good contractor. So hopefully they build him a deck, because I don't want to mess with that. I know how to, but I just don't know the codes in North Carolina. Okay, so let me go ahead and put one more bag of lime down. And this is the lime I'm using. Don't mind my truck, it's a little bit of a mess. It is the cow lime. This lime covers 10,000 square foot. This is a maintenance app. Unless your pH is like ridiculously off and really acidic, it's not going to change it if you're putting a maintenance app. Whew. We're going a little heavier than a maintenance app on this. That's why we're using 6 bags for about 50,000 square feet. So I think I'm going to do that with all my properties, because our soil here is acidic. It's a lot of clay and stuff like that. And if you guys don't know, if your lime is off, if your acidity is off in your soil, your grass is not going to grow as good, and it's more susceptible to having stuff wrong with it. And from what it looks like now with this lawn, it actually looks really nice even though it's brown. This lawn was green up until a week ago, like really dark green till a week ago, and then that we got down to -3, so that hurt it. -3 and 0 and I think 8 for like 3-4 days. So that's why everything went dormant. We even had a client that called and said my lawn turned like a reddish brown overnight, and we told them, look, that's the sod field, theirs is all brown too. They still cut it like that though. Okay, we're done. You want to see a vicious dog right there? See her?
Jovi.
She's a vicious dog we got from Turf Mutt when we went to GIE.
She scratched up my back.
She scratched up your back?
What, playing?
Trying to get my
She only listens to Paige. So we're not done that job, but we're done for the day. So we'll continue that another day.
He was already asking me where my jacket was, but it was warm when we first got there, and when you're working, you don't need a jacket. So.
Man, we just started the year, and we're already gonna have like 80 yards of mulch.
Oh yeah, because
70, because the one up on the hill again, we're doing that big job, and then we have him. He said, "Are you guys gonna do 80 yards of mulch this year in the I said, "No."
I already told him that,
Yeah.
so I don't know why he
I said 50, and he's like, "Well, do we need 50?" I said, "Well, we'll start with 40 this year, Joe, because there's a lot of mulch around areas already that's kind of thick, and we're not doing around the big trees you guys seen us drag down."
And to be honest with you, the pine still looks really nice.
Yeah, it does.
Like, that's why I like that double ground pine. We actually got away with not mulching somebody last year because their mulch still looked good. I mean, now it's looking like it really needs to be done.
Definitely.
But, I mean, even in the spring, I remember the client across the street saying, "You did theirs last year and it still looks good."
Whose was that? Oh, David's?
Yeah. And then the one that because we did Doug and Martha. We didn't do them last year, but then we did the other one.
I mean, if you lay a decent amount down, 2 to 3 inches, nothing too bad. And the thing with the pine too, it breaks down and it acts as like a soil conditioner.
Yeah.
And loosens up the roots, loosens up the soil there. So it's very beneficial. Now, some will say, well, what about the acidity in the soil? We've never had a problem with them. And we lime everything anyway. So.
Yeah. I mean, you should absolutely be taking soil samples of your lawns and sending them in and getting tested. And if you don't know where to do that, you can always go to Site 1. They do it. They'll send it in for you.
I think it's like $40 or something.
Yeah. I mean, like we pay less than that because we cut
company.
we cut the middleman out. But if you're only doing like one here, one there, you know, a couple a year, and you're not doing 40 like we did the one year.
Yeah, and you don't have to do a soil sample every single year you do it. I think for lawns, you should probably take a soil sample every 2 to 3 years, just to make sure. If you're planting crops and fields, obviously, I think they said you can go a little longer than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do want to lime though, and you do want to bring that acidity down in the soil, especially if you're down here in the south where we have really acidic soil.
And we have said this numerous times, but it really is just all about just being consistent. And, you know, you have that soil sample, and then you put down what you're supposed to put down, and then, you know, the recommended rates or whatever, you're good to go.
And seed makes a difference, what type of seed you use for lawns. I can definitely tell you that, because we switched 3 years ago. We switched to using, I think, 25% Jonathan Green. The next year we used all Jonathan Green, and then last year we used all Jonathan Green. And I can tell a difference in the winter with the lawns are thicker and nicer looking. So make sure you spend the money for quality seed.
Well, right, a quality seed, and to each their own, you know, but we thought that Site One was quality seed.
And not a knock on Site One.
No,
it's
we're not, because
seed.
we still would use it if we were in a pinch or bind.
And we tried Southern States one year, and that was even worse than Site
and
One,
we don't like talking bad about people, but what we like is the Jonathan Green. That's what works for our area, what works for our lawns.
So you want a tip? Find a local sod field within about 50 miles of you, and see what they're growing and see what they do.
Yeah.
They're growing in the same area as you. They're professionals. They've been growing sod for probably 50 years if they've been there for a while.
Yeah.
So I would recommend going by them.
Yeah.
Now, our place doesn't sell a pre-emergent. Oh, wait. No, they did say that they sell a pre-emergent.
Oh, they do?
Did they? No, they told me they don't sell pre-emergent. They sell, you got to spray it. So we're going, wait, no, they did. Sorry, I'm getting that wrong. I think they do, because we're getting lime from Site One and the fertilizer from there. It does have a pre-emergent.
Yeah, right, because and you said that it was a little cheaper.
It's a little cheaper, and the number's higher. Site One has a 1903. The sod field that we're getting it for has a little cheaper price, and it's 20. It might be 19.
You did tell me it was a little
It might be
higher.
20 or 2106 or
Yeah.
2206, and I want the higher nitrogen.
Yeah.
Early on, because down here in the transition zone in the south, you cannot put a high nitrogen on your lawns when you get to probably the end of April. You got to stick to a low number for nitrogen, or you'll get a lot of fungus.
Yeah, especially with all the rain and humidity that we usually get in April and beginning of May.
So we'll give you all the tips we know, but we ain't going to title the video that, so you have to keep watching daily or every other day to get our tips, because we don't specifically put teaching videos on how to do things. So.
No, that's just not how we work. We're just sharing our day with you, sharing what we do, what works for us, and just little tips that we have.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys watching.
So please like, comment, and subscribe.
And don't forget, be happy.
Or at least try.
Have a good
night.
night.